The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
50. Hey, 57, 57. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Check 50, check 50. Hey, yo, go going, go going, go going. Let's go.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Henry Anderson in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Crowder now to return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Ready? 780. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Longer jump. Great, great. Check 25. Big dash.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Throwing is Newton. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. 20. There he goes right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's got 20.
Newton now to throw. Out to the flat for Hyde. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Frank Clark. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. 25 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that score is a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. C.J. Mosley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Check pass. Check pass.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. For big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Henry Anderson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Mahomes stepping up. He's going to keep it. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Set.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Bell spinning away, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help the running game as well.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second and very short, Newton. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Gun. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, D. And 58 is home. Let's go.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Caught here by Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, but it's going to be second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On second down, it's Bell. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Darren Lee in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yellow. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Mahomes now to throw. This is caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them attack right here on this play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Kill. I don't need to. Box trap.
They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Newton. That's complete. It's Bell. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Newton. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
At their own 5-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
He don't want it.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. But now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check safety. Check. Relax. 15.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
And an alley to run. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now a first down carry by Bell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep. Man up, deep. Slam. Gun.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Alpha.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got it to Williams. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, 43, 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes is going to go for... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Check 43. Hey! No. Off. Hey, watch it.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. On 2nd and 12, Newton. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Chris Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Mike, here we go. I'm coming after you.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Wait. I'm going 80. 54. Right, 54. All day, just like that. Just like 50, yellow. 54. Charlie. 54. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Lorenzo Alexander in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
You might be getting tired of seeing me.
Yellow, yellow.
Check it back up. Take it, take it. Show it up, show it up. Bang,
Attack, attack.
bang, bang.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes looking downfield for... Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Brings up 2nd and 7. Let's stop.
They'll go again with Bell. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 23.
Watch your slap, watch your slap.
Here's Newton. Well, Newton's got it. Complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey. 36.
20.
58.
8.
They'll try the right side with Bell. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Drop just inside the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check.
Gun.
58, boy, 58, Mike. Watch the out. 58 to Mike, come on. 58 to Mike. Let's get the move.
On 3rd down, Newton got an open man. It's a noon one. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
What?
He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down,
Madden.
the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st down, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, it's Williams. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And now
let's
it's
go.
blocked. And the Jets have got it.
Oh, go big boy. Go big boy. Go big boy. Go big boy. Go. Damn big boy.
But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it, and maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there, blocked the extra point, and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And
Let's
got his
go.
man complete. Give him 32 on the play.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Get up. Thank you.
This is Bell on the dump off. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. One last throw here for Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we